What's up, warriors? This is Bianca. Welcome to BiancaTown. It is such a beautiful day outside. I can't even deal with it, and I'm stuck inside working because that's what's happening right now. Bianca has to get to work. So I'm taking a break from working on my computadora to talk to you guys briefly about this week's mudra. And I'm actually going to suggest also a breathing exercise that is alternate nostril breathing, which I'll demonstrate in just a sec. So Mercury is going direct, I think tomorrow, but officially on Thursday. So woohoo, we made it again. Congratulations for all your hard work, reflecting, rejuvenating, repairing, and taking good care of yourself and allowing this retrograde cycle to work its magic along with all of the celestial events that have been going on. It is time to begin to move forward. And so to help diminish worries, I'm going to show you a mudra out of Healing Mudras, Yoga for Your Hands. This lady again, Sabrina Masco. I love her. I want to be her BFF. I think she's so cool. These outfits in this book, she made them. It's like ridiculous. She was fucking great. Anyway, this is a really fun book. If you are interested in learning more about mudras, some of them are kind of boring and they just have like black and white photos of like hand of the mudras, right? They're just pictures of hands. It's not really that exciting. This lady has some amazing shots of her. She used to be a dancer. So anyway, that's one of the books that I get my mudras from. And just a little plug for Sabrina Masco because I love her. Love her. Me. So Diminishing Worries Mudra is one of my favorites. I have used this mudra repeatedly for the last like 15 years. And this book I actually got a wicked long time ago. And this is one of the first mudras that I used, and I not only love this mudra because it actually does help you get out of your head and stop worrying, but it's just really pretty, and there's something about the way that your hands are. I don't know, it's just, I love it. So it's a very simple mudra where you're putting the sides of your hands together like so. So pinkies touching all the way to the base of the hands, right, like this. And then you're gonna open your hands up and you're gonna bring your two middle fingers, the points of your middle fingers together, like so. And you're gonna let the energy flow. You're gonna allow your palms to stay open. So your palms are just gonna basically sit like this, but you're gonna be relaxed. So typically when I sit in my meditation practice, I am sitting in lotus or half lotus. I can't get full lotus yet. I'm not that flexible, but I sit on the floor, but you can sit in a chair or on the floor, whatever is comfortable for you with any of these mudras. Some of them you can do standing if you want to. You can certainly sit doing them in a car if you're at a red light or whatever. But with mudras like this, where it requires two hands, it's a little bit more obvious and requires you to use both hands. Some of the mudras you can just use one hand and drive with the other one. I don't really suggest doing this stuff in the car, but if like that's what you want to do, like, okay, I guess. Anyway, so this is the mudra for diminishing worries. And again, you're connecting fire fingers. Remember from all of the elemental fingers, the pathways we did several weeks ago. So you're going to connect the earth fingers, the sides of the earth fingers, and you're going to touch the tips of the fire fingers together. And you're going to keep your fingers extended and not super tight or engaged, but you want to make sure that your fingers stay straight in these postures. It's kind of like yoga, where you want to make sure you are holding the alignment and bringing your attention to what you're doing and sort of staying present. And so oftentimes with mudras, once we sort of are sitting in them for a moment or two, our mind will drift and we find our hands relaxing and maybe we kind of end up like this, or, you know, our fingers kind of curl up because they naturally curl up. Our muscles from holding things cause the fingers to close. So we want to actually engage with keeping the hands nice and open, relaxed but open, so that you can really hold this mudra effectively and get the energy that it is meant to bring in for you. And as I've said before, I'm gonna reiterate this time around, is using mudras is kind of like tuning a radio station in. So our hands are very receptive. Left hand typically receives, right hand typically sends, unless you are a left-handed individual, and then it may be reversed. But with the hands, again, there's a sense of when we connect fingers, when we connect different parts of the hands together, what we're doing is we're actually attuning into a very specific signal or frequency. And over a span of many thousands of years, we have had this sort of technology refined by other practitioners who came before us, our ancestors, if you will. And so our ancestors are providing, they documented this stuff and have carried lineages where we get to now use this information to our benefit, to help cultivate health, to help cultivate higher awareness. And so this particular mudra, again, is for diminishing worries. There are colors associated with this particular mudra. Those colors are green, indigo, and blue. So you're talking about heart chakra, which is typically associated with green. Blue, which is the throat chakra, and indigo, which is the third eye. And if you wanted to use like a visualization technique, you could be holding this mudra and at the same time breathing in those colors through the nose, and then as you exhale out the mouth, you're allowing those colors to sort of circulate through the entire body. This is super fun. So using color to calm, because blue, indigo, and green are all very calming colors. So this is actually sort of different from, or a different energy than the citrine that we talked about on Monday. But you could actually put the citrine in the center of this mudra, and you could sort of bring in the energy of confidence and anti-depression while using these colors and breathing these colors in. And this would probably be a really powerful technique to settle into, again, confidence, which is citrine, and really stabilizing it into a nice free place of calmness and again, confidence. I'm just getting the word confidence over and over and over again, so we're just going to go with it. Confidence. You can totally kick this to the ceiling with a mantra if you want. The Gayatri mantra is super amazing. It's one of my favorite ones to work with when I'm not working with the Pleiadian, Sirian, and Arcturian mantras that I've been channeling in. And I primarily work with those these days, but one of the very first 40-day practices that I did was the Gayatri mantra, and it rocked my world. So you can certainly repeat the Gayatri mantra out loud. Just know that it's a very powerful mantra, and you're going to be calling in some very high guidance when you work with that particular mantra. You could work with a mantra associated with Ganesha, who in India, I believe they just celebrated 11 days of his birthday. And that, so that energy right now, the Ganesha energy, is also very powerful in the Ganesha mudra. You could also work with, which is in another video, previous video. And then you can also utilize the colors that we talked about if you wanted to try a different way to calm, using the alternate breathing technique that I said I was going to talk about, which I will do now. So you can close your hand. This is probably a mudra too. I just I haven't looked it up yet. So 3 fingers down onto the palm, and thumb and pinky finger extended. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to close one nostril. So you're going to close either one, it doesn't matter. And you're going to breathe in the open nostril. And then you're going to switch nostrils, and you're going to breathe out. Breathing. Are you breathing out? Okay, good. And when you're done breathing out, you're going to breathe back in that same nostril. So, and then you're going to switch. And you're going to breathe out, not through your mouth like I just did. You're going to breathe out through your nose. And then you're going to breathe in. Switch and breathe out. Do this 10 times, five on each side. What this does is it begins to meld or unify left and right hemispheres of the brain, left and right sides of the body. So what it's doing is it's creating an equalizing effect within the system, a tranquilizing effect that works at the neurological level to bring you back into a place of homeostasis and relative calm. And then on top of that, you can use green, blue, and indigo, breathing those colors right into the head, breathing them all the way into the rest of the body, and on the exhalation, breathing out. Allowing those colors to circulate is going to help you, again, calm the fuck down if you need it. You can teach this exercise to children, especially kids that have learning disabilities or behavioral issues. I do work with young people with this particular exercise, and I have found it's really beneficial and works super fast, along with some other techniques. And you can certainly use this pretty much anywhere. I really like using it before I go to bed. So you can take, like I said, 10 deep breaths. You can do more, but I would not do less, because then, you might not get the full effects. By 10, you're ready to pass out. You can do this when you are trying to calm down before a meeting. You can do this before you are trying to sit for your meditation practice and your mind is just like having a hard time settling down. You can do this before your Tai Chi class, your Qigong class, your yoga class, your spin class, your pole dancing class, your Zumba class. You can do this shit whenever you want, honestly. And it's always going to help you get into the zone. If you're writing a paper, alternate breathing. If you have a long drive ahead of you, alternate breathing. If you feel like you want to just like party all night long and need some extra energy, alternate breathing. Just kidding. And you can use any color. You can, if you are feeling tired and you need more energy, use orange or yellow. If you feel like you need to ground, you can use a dark green, or you can use like a deep red, a brick colored red, or you could use brown. I use brown hardly ever though. I tend to go with, if I want to ground, I use like bloodstone color, which is like a deep forest green with little red flecks and like little flecks of gold. That's not actually in the stone, but I like to put gold in everything. And you can also, if you are trying to raise your consciousness, if you are wanting to connect in with your guides, wanting to connect in with source, pure white, silver, gold, all mixed together, breathing that spectrum of color in. You can also breathe in ultraviolet light, intending ultraviolet light. You don't actually want to sit anywhere. I mean, you could sit in the sun and intend that you're breathing in ultraviolet light, but what that will do is it actually, it is a powerful purifier and cleanser. So use it sparingly if you're going to use ultraviolet light and the intention to use that light. And you can also use, and this might sound kind of weird, but you can literally take any stone that you have and intend that you're breathing in the energy of the stone. You can just hold that stone in your left hand. It's your receiving hand. And you can then intend, okay, I'm going to breathe in the energy of citrine, turquoise, bloodstone, fluorite, lapis, clear quartz, amethyst, carnelian, the list goes on. Whatever stone you have around, you can just breathe that energy in, and you can kick it all the way to the ceiling, and you'll be good. So I hope that you utilize some of these techniques to soothe yourself as we exit Mercury retrograde and get ready to go, because it's fucking game on right now. Yeah. Okay. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Tell all your friends about my show. It's called BiancaTown. I am Bianca. You can reach me at facets-wellness.com, facets-wellness.com. I'm here in Portland, Maine, representing. If you want a session with me, I dare you to contact me, because I do some really great work and you could probably really use it. So if you're struggling with anything, please reach out. Don't hesitate to contact me with questions or comments. And know you are surrounded in brilliant love and light. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And now that Mercury is direct, things are happy. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.